Lending. I heard is in the
by
house.
Premier Lending.
Yeah. So hey, so if anybody is selling DSCR loans, bank statement loans, no income bridge loans, there's another loan that we can talk to you about too. But we have some really cool stuff coming the end of January. We're excited to share with you. Some of you guys have already worked with us, but we're fine tuning a couple things on the back end. We're super excited to bring you guys some amazing programs. Martin knows about them, so he's got some nice areas out there in California. But with further ado, Brad Brondt's in the house. Brad, what's going on, brother?
What's up, my friend? What's up, everybody? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I see you brought the Premier Lending mic stand too, man. I'm digging that road mic.
Is that it? Yeah. I'm slowly converting.
Came correct, man. Came correct.
I love it. I love it. So Brad, you called me the other day and you're like, dude, I've been looking for like, I don't know how many months, 15 months, 20, like forever for a product that would suffice for what you're looking for what you were hoping. Tell us about that story, man. Cause I think your passion is like off the charts.
Well, yeah. So context, my New Year's resolution was to stop drinking.
Okay.
Not that I drank a lot, but I drank a lot often, often a lot, should I say. Like, drink here and there, dinner, lunch, whatever the case is. So like a lot happens when you do that. Like I quit 2 weeks early because I'm not one to like, push things off. So like rather than waiting till New Year's Day to start, I just started right away. And so like my mind has been just firing on all cylinders. So like a part of Cerberus, we have a whole webinar system. Like you fill out a form, it does everything. It creates your landing page, the follow-up sequences. It even gives your AI context. So after the webinar, it's reaching out to people who signed up and didn't book an appointment, and it has context. So it's sending them emails over the next 120 days. But one of the biggest things is like, I got to teach all this stuff, and like, I'm building shit all the time. Like I'm not as involved in the mortgage side of things. So like, I've probably forgotten more than most people know. So like for me to jump on a webinar and say, hey, like I'm going to teach you guys how to do a DSCR webinar, I got to retrain myself how to do DSCRs, and then I got to feel confident. And so I'm like, I use a thing called Prompt Smart. It's basically voice activated. So like so what teleprompting, there's two things. There's the hardware, which is the actual physical teleprompter that you're looking into. So I use Elgato, but you also have to have the actual software that you're using to read the words. So I use something called Prompt Smart. There's also an alternative called SpeakFlow. And the cool thing about these two prompting softwares, they're probably the only of its kind. It has voice, it's voice activated. So the words on the prompting screen don't move unless you speak them, which gives you the ability to have tonality, use hand gestures, go off topic if you want. If I go off topic, I can come back on topic. You're not trying to chase the teleprompter. You're not talking too faster than you normally would, or you're not talking slower than you normally would. So forever, I'm like, man, this would be great if I like could do this with webinars. Like I tried to like hack the system and use Prompt Smart with my, using Canva to present, and it just didn't work. Then I tried to just read the stuff in Canva, because my whole thing was like, I can shoot from the hip and just talk in front of people, but like 80% of people can't do that. They get stage fright. They don't feel confident. And I started thinking like, this would be cool for my community, because I'm teaching them how to do webinars, how to run ads and all that stuff. But like, they still aren't doing it. Mm-hmm. Like back in November, I'm like, guys, we have this webinar system. Why is nobody doing it? And nobody would do it. So I had to prove to them that it worked. I closed 3 deals. I closed 3 deals from doing webinars this year, and we only did 7 webinars, right? Wow. And that's not the account for the amount of pre-approvals we have. So I started thinking, I'm like, man, how cool would it be if I had something that made it easy for anybody to have confidence and be able to do a webinar, right? And then also create the assets. So 2 weeks ago, brain firing on all cylinders, I laid down at 9 o'clock, started looking at the ceiling for an hour, and decided I'm going to build this thing. And 2 weeks later, we have less than 2 weeks later, we have a full product. I'm just waiting for my payment walls, my paywalls to finalize so I can start pushing this out. So if you want, what I can do, unless you guys have questions, Scott, if you want me to, you have anything for me, we can kind of address that.
No, I just think because I'm getting a lot of calls and having conversations about, I want to start one is I want to do webinars. I want, first time home buyer, like yesterday, Alexa, you heard her. She does them. It's content. She's becoming the brand. She's the go-to. And webinars have always been your mindset. I mean, I've been doing webinars for how long? Like I don't know, 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
So I know they work because it's a real easy way to build trust, build your brand, let people get to know you, like you, trust you, all that stuff. So with that said, I know you've put some AI stuff together too. So you're just making this really user friendly, which I'm already in. I don't even need to see it because I do a ton of webinars. So if you can make it easier on me, I've already made it real easy to just get on, but I want to see what you have. If you can show us, if there's anything you can show us, like kind of what the infrastructure is and what it looks like.
Yeah. So that's what we'll do. We'll jump into this really quick. I think, let me just make sure you guys can see, like if I open, can you see Google now?
Yes, sir.
Google. I'm just making sure I'm sharing the whole window and not the tab. All right. So this is Webinar Fuse. Okay. I'm going to just start from scratch, like as if you guys, so there's two, I'm just going to preface this. There's two payment plans there's going to be, and we're still working through the price, but I think where we've landed is it's $49. I'll say that up front. If you guys want to sign up, great. That's up to you. I don't really care. It's $49 for the software, like the actual presentation piece. It's $97 if you want the AI component. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you like as if you had everything. All right. So first of all, like it comes down to like prompting, right? Like the AI is using prompts, and we always hear like giving it a tone, giving it a voice, training it to sound like you, right? Well, first of all, I share this often. Like, has anybody ever seen, like, raise your hand because I could see a few faces. Have you ever seen the movie Limitless?
Oh yeah.
Right. How awesome is that? Like, he took a pill. Bradley Cooper. First of all, great first name, and he's an Eagles fan, so you got me at that. Right. He took a pill not to be like himself. He took a pill to be awesome. So, like, to me, like, I hear all these people train AI to sound like you. First of all, I sound like a dummy. Like, I don't want AI to sound like me. I want it to sound better. So I can sound like whoever I want. So, like, Alex Hormozy, like if I want to sound like Alex Hormozy here, right? So this is just a little tool I use. I'm sure there's a lot of them, but like this YouTube summary thing, it's powered by Glass. I have the free version, right? So I could copy this summary, right? This is Alex talking. Now this is like, I don't know if this is the right version of Alex. Maybe I want to watch the video, whatever the case is. But if we go into Webinar Fuse, that's what we're going over today. This is my product. If I go into profile settings, if I go into AI preferences, all right, so the one thing we do have you bring your own API key. This way we don't have to charge you for consumption, because if we charge you for consumption, you're paying more than $97 a month.
Explain that. Like explain the API key. So is that hard to get?
Yeah, so like you go in that, like ChatGPT is powered by OpenAI, right? That's the back end. So like a lot of these softwares that you're using that are using ChatGPT, that's how they're using ChatGPT. They're not using ChatGPT, they're using OpenAI, and they're using the different models. Like right here, what I'm using is an API key. Now look, there's this new thing called Google. Like if you guys sign up, all you got to do is Google, how do I get my OpenAI API key? And it'll walk you through it. It's pretty simple. Okay. Right. But either way, like
can you use chat to get that too?
Yeah. Well, I would hope ChatGPT would know how to tell you how to get the OpenAI key. Right. But either way, like you go in, it's basically a line of text and numbers and stuff like that. You put that in here, and then you pick which model you want to use. Okay. So I'm using the 5.2. All right. And then I update my key. Now, the next thing is I can clear my voice. All right. So I'm going to paste Alex Hormozy in here because that's who I want to sound like. So
you took that right from YouTube. You took that right from YouTube.
That's YouTube. Like I just grabbed the transcript real quick from YouTube. You can grab any transcript you want. You can put your own, like if you want to come down here and save your own voice, right? Okay. But this is Alex, right? Right with the following style, voice, and tone. Emphasize a conversational, relatable approach using an informal yet insightful tone. Opt for short to medium sentence. Let us maintain a steady rhythm. Right? So that's Alex, if you guys know that Alex. So now what I've done is I've given this thing my sound, like how I want to sound. And the cool thing is, like, I can change, like, it's like Halloween. Like, I want to be a skeleton today. Next Halloween, I could be Superman, whatever. Like, if I want to do a new webinar, I can come in here and change my tone if that's what I want to do. But for right now, I'll just leave it like that, because why not? I mean, the guy sold 100 million books in a weekend. Like, why wouldn't I not want to sound like him?
$100 million worth of books. Yeah.
Yeah, 100. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
So now we have our AI webinar engine. Okay, so we could do two things. We could do evergreen or date specific. So date specific is where you're actually putting in dates. Okay. You might think like, what's it matter? It matters because when it creates your ad copy, it's going to use dates versus no dates, because this thing is going to create everything we need, all of our assets. All right, so I'm just going to do evergreen here.
Oh, nice. And guys, just so you know what evergreen is, it's a recorded webinar that looks live. People opt into it. They think it's playing, but it's literally continuous. It's like saying opt in today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So this, I'm going to talk. So like, it'll pick up your words if you guys talk. So let me just power through this really quick, but like really quick, these forms that I filled, I made them Brad proof. So like, I'm the worst typer in the world. And like, I can't spell when I type because my fingers are fat, and grammatically it sucks. And just the way it's worded, it sucks. So like what we've done is we've added AI to even the form fill. So the AI, like you could speak into the field, and then the AI is going to like basically rewrite it for you. Right. 203K loans will help people find homes in 2026 because they can look at overlooked properties that nobody else is looking at. The added bonus is they get to buy a house with instant equity and make it theirs. So now it's going to polish that with AI.
Great.
Okay. And it makes it, it just makes it sound better. Like if I, if I just put one thing, it'll add stuff to it. First-time home buyers struggling to find a home due to lack of inventory and high rates.
It's crazy, bro.
New Jersey. Right. And then you would put you would have to have your registration link here. So I'm going to put register. Right. You would have to have that here.
Is that from Zoom or something, or no? This is going to create it.
Yeah, it's going to be like, it depends on what you use. So like the registration link is your landing page. So if you're using Zoom registration, Scott, like how you send out, like you could put that in there, right?
Perfect.
And then the join link is going to be the actual join, right? So like, and this isn't really necessary. Like this doesn't show up in the ad copy. It shows up because it also creates your email and SMS confirmation and follow-ups leading up to the webinar.
Crazy.
Brad Brondt has been originating loans since 2009. He has helped over 1,000 families buy their first home. He especially likes helping with first-time home buyers because they are in need of education the most. His approach is education first, home ownership later or second. Right. So like I said, or second, I messed it up, but like you could see it rewrote it, the AI. Now it always puts me as Brad Brown. Right. We went over a lot tonight, and I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's situation is different. So this is your time to book your one-on-one call to discuss your specific situation so we can tailor fit a strategy so that home ownership can become a reality for you and no longer a dream. Right. So our call to action, this is where a lot of people mess up. Like they just vomit jargon and education and try to teach people how to become loan officers. But really, we have to have an actual sales process. So like at the end of the day, like when you get to the end of the webinar, you got to have a call to action. And also, how do you get people to take that offer? You incentivize it. Anybody who books a one-on-one call with me in the next 15 minutes will get a $500 lender credit to be applied towards closing costs. This can only be redeemed with us. It is not value. Cannot be used with other lenders.
Yeah.
See, like I said, Brad proof.
I love it.
Right.
That's cool.
The offer's only look. The offer's valid only with us and cannot be used with. So like it made that sound better. Now this is where I can attach a reference document if I wanted. So like if I wanted to give it more information because it's going to do research, I can actually attach a reference document. Okay, so we have the entire webinar thing done. I'm going to generate assets. I'm going to warn you guys, this takes a minute because it's doing a lot. Like it's researching the topic, it's researching the audience, and then it's going to put it all together in this nice little package that's usable. So it's going to take about 3 to 5 minutes. I kind of want to walk through like my whole approach on this. Like I've read a lot. Like we were just talking about Alex Hormozy. He was basically mentored by Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson wrote a book called Expert Secrets. The whole book is all about delivering the perfect webinar. All right. Like Russell Brunson created the perfect webinar. Alex Hormozy in his book launch, $100 million leads, he literally used Russell Brunson's perfect webinar, the whole entire framework. Like I had goosebumps watching it because I'm a total geek with this stuff, but like 90 minutes on the dot, that's his perfect webinar. Now, nobody wants to sit here and listen to mortgages for 90 minutes. So this is definitely not going to be a 90-minute webinar. But what it's going to do is it's going to create a 32 slide outline with presenter notes that go with it. And the framework, okay, is that there's basically 4 things. Okay, there's like what Russell Brunson refers to as the big domino, right? The thing. And then there's 3 different, like the big domino, it might not, like sometimes it'll knock everything down, right? So like doing 203K loans or buying a home in 2026, whatever this thing determines that big thing is, that big idea, most people are just going to jump at that, right? But then what we're going to do is we're going to show them the vehicle. Then we're going to talk about the internal struggle, like internally, what's keeping them back? Like, I can't afford it. I don't have money. And then the external struggle is basically the external thing. Like, okay, I can do it, but this thing's going to keep me from doing it, like high interest rates, right? So the way this webinar is written, it addresses all of that stuff. In addition to it, the very end, you have your call to actions and things of that nature. Now, a lot of people like myself, right? Like Scott, you texted me, what, 25 minutes ago and asked me if I could jump on and talk to this group, right? Like out of the blue. Yeah. I don't mind doing this shit, right? But like, it's going to be a bunch of educational jargon, right? Like Scott doesn't mind doing this stuff. There's a bunch of people in here that probably don't mind doing this stuff, but Denzel Washington and Brad Pitt and whoever, fill in the blank, they can all jump in front of a camera and ad-lib. That doesn't mean that they're going to create like Training Day, right? They had to read a script to make Training Day. Like Denzel Washington, Training Day wouldn't have been the same if they said, hey, Denzel, jump in a car and just start talking shit and take this guy around town, right? Like it would have been horrible, right? It was scripted, and that's why it was perfect, because he had a script. So same with webinars, videos, like that's why I like teleprompting, because I can actually read from a script, and it's a lot harder to skip your call to action if you have to read it. Like it's right in front of you. A lot of people are not going to do the call to action. Just Scott, you talk about it all the time. How many people are on this call right now, call their past clients, but don't actually have a call to action? Because when it comes to actually asking for the business, they get scared. They feel awkward. It feels salesy. So like, that's why I like scripting, especially like with this whole webinar process. I like scripting because I can't get scared. Right? I'm going to ask for it because it's there for me to read, right? Got it. I'm still at, this thing does take a minute to generate. No, it's amazing, man. Like, and I have like the model I have does like, it's the okay, so it's here. Were you going to say something, Scott?
I was just going to say, so just to recap, because you said it really fast, it's going to create a slide deck. Does it use Gamma for the slide deck?
No.
Okay.
It's right here. This is what, so this is what we created. Okay.
Okay.
So this is your webinar package. You have all your inputs. Okay. So it's going to summarize all your inputs. It's also going to give you your research. So it's like researching the people, right?
2 a.m. night terrors. I love that.
The secret shame, the industry villain, the 3 limiting beliefs, right? It's then going to create your slide outline. So you have your title slide, your next slide. Before we dive in, you're in the right place, right? All these different things, right? Chasing turnkey, shrinking. This is the stuff we're still working on, because like you can see it's doing different things. Like sometimes it's just a heading, a subheading and a heading and a subheading, heading and a subheading and bullet points. So it creates the entire slide, right? It then creates your presenter notes. So like literally tells you what to read for the webinar. All right. It does your landing page. So now if you want to create a landing page, like in high level or wherever you're doing that, now we do, like I built this because we have a system where we could just fill out a form. So I could stick the headline, the subheadline, the body copy, the 3 things learned, which are our breakthroughs. I could stick that right into our form and it'll automatically dump it on a landing page pre-done. We have the video script and the thumbnail prompt. So like now my headline, right? Like imagine a landing page, like here's my video script. If you're a first time buyer and the market has you second guessing everything, this is for you. I'm going to show you a clear way, blah, 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 right? And then it's got like the supporting stuff, the headline, the subheadline, the body copy, and the breakthrough. So this is a almost fully completed landing page, right? Wow. The next thing it does is your Facebook ad. So it actually creates ADA. So it gives you one variant, which is ADA, which is attention, interest, desire, action. Okay. And then it gives you PAS, which is problem, agitate, solution. So they're the 2 oldest frameworks for copywriting. All right. The next thing, it gives you 3 headlines. So if you've ever ran a Facebook ad, you have primary description, you have headlines, you have description, right? So, or primary text, headlines, and description. And then it also gives you a video ad script for Facebook. So if you want to run your ad on Facebook, this is if you want to do Facebook, you don't have to. And then the email follow-up, it also creates your email follow-up, right? Subject line, email body, SMS. That's your confirmations, right? 24 hours before, 2 hours before, 10 minutes before. Now, the cool thing about this, you're familiar with High Level. Some of you guys, they have the AI workflow builder. It kind of sucks, like if I'm comparing the AI builder to what I would build personally, but like it'll get you 80% of the way there, especially for people that don't know how to build workflows or where to go. Like I can copy all of the follow-up and go into the AI workflow builder and paste this in the AI thing and hit go. And then AI will actually build all of these actions out with wait steps. So it'll actually just throw it right in there. All I got to do now is just trigger the form that initiates it, which is my webinar registration.
Wow.
All right. Cool. So like now there's a bunch of work. This is where people go, oh man, like we got a bunch of work now. I got to build slides. I got to do this, that, the other thing, right? What I can do here is I can select an existing presentation to overwrite, or I can create new. If I create new, it automatically gives it a name. So the AI generated a name for this specific webinar. As you can see, unlock the homes everyone else ignores and walk in with instant equity in 2026. I'm going to overwrite existing notes. I'm also going to generate slides. Now, this isn't Gamma. This is like, if anyone has ever seen the ugly slide deck, it's like what most of your marketers use for years, just a white slide with black lettering. This part, I'm still working on the look to it, but I can push now. It's going to generate my slides. And here's the thing, we can overwrite them. So I could take the outline now and go into Gamma, which I'm going to do if we have time for. I'll show you guys how quickly I can create a really nice slide deck and overwrite this one.
So this is doing the black and white?
Yeah, so like this is pushing it.
Okay.
Unlock homes everyone else ignores. All right, so now we have the presentation is done. I'll go back to dashboard. Here's unlock, right? And I can have different folders too. Like if I want to do a new folder for real estate agents, like maybe I have different webinars for different things, I could store them in the folders. But now if I go into here, here's my actual slide deck, right? So here's all my slides, how to buy a home, right? It creates your typical ugly slide deck.
There's your words on the right.
Right, there's my words on the right. But now what happens is there's an audience view.
Inside here, so you don't even, you don't ever leave here.
Yeah, so basically what happens is if I do, where's my Zoom window? I'm going to share this differently so you guys can see everything. All right, you guys can see that now, right?
Yep.
All right, so I hit audience view. So like if you guys have ever done a webinar thing, you know, like most of them have an audience, like a presenter view, like an audience view and a presenter view. So when I click audience view, this thing pops out. Can you see it?
Yep. Very
so
cool.
This is what I would share. So if I went live, I'm going to share this window. So this is what the people are seeing that are on my webinar. All right.
Cool.
Now I have this right here. This is the thing, but now I can also do teleprompter view from here. So the teleprompter view, as you can see.
Oh, that's separate.
This is separate. Now I can read right from here too. But this one, I would actually drag up. So I have this so I can pinch it real small and I could change the size of the font in it. The reason why is because this is a little hack. I taught someone in my community actually yesterday, because using teleprompters, the one I use, people they throw the whole thing up there. And then what they're doing is they're scanning left to right, left to right, left to right. So like the way we did this is I pinched this. So this is pretty much the size of my camera lens. So now when I'm reading it, my eyes aren't going back and forth. So it's harder to tell I'm reading from a teleprompter. Makes sense?
Yeah, totally.
This is a cool thing when you build your own shit, because you can actually do it like,
yourself.
I can do what works for me and what I needed to do, right?
That's right.
So
that's right.
Now the next thing is I'll hit start teleprompter. All right, so I would put this in my camera. Now notice I just spoke that word and it tracked.
Oh, wow. So as soon as you say it, it goes green? What? Come on, man.
Yeah, correct. So like, here's the thing. So I'm going to warm up hey guys, all right, we're going to start in like 5 minutes. Listen to this awesome music that Scott Hudspeth's going to throw on because he's like the DJ. So just guys, get a drink, do what you got to do, right? And then now, all right, guys, let's go. If you've been getting crushed by bidding wars and still can't land a home, you're in the right place. I'm going to show you a smarter way, and one that lets you skip the crowd and walk into, see, I don't know what, I'd like fuck that up. I have to read it, but hold on. I don't know what I just did. One that lets you skip the crowd and walk into equity on day one. No fluff, no fairy dust, just a different lane that most buyers never see. Imagine not paying a premium for someone else's finish. Imagine making the home your own and having the math work in your favor. Grab a pen. You're going to want to take notes.
Wow.
Right. Or grab a pen. You're going to want a few notes. See,
wow.
And now it automatically switches to the next slide. This isn't theory. I'm giving you a practical roadmap you can apply immediately. You see exactly where the hidden inventory lives and how to filter for it. You'll learn a quick way to run the numbers so decisions feel clear instead of overwhelming, and you'll get a structure that keeps renovations from becoming a second job. By the end, you'll know how this fits your situation.
It's crazy.
And now it moves to the next slide, right?
Crazy.
Now, if I want, and here's the thing too, guys, like I'm doing this live, like you guys,
right.
It's 9:26, like
right.
Cut out small talk. You just saw me create, and like from idea to presenting within less than 30 minutes, right? Now, if I want, I can create a new gamma in here. So I can hit paste in text. And now if I go back into here, I'll hit stop. And then up here, I'll hit edit webinar package. So this webinar package, it actually, because we pushed the presentation into this, like we pushed that webinar package into this presentation, we actually have the entire package that we can go back to. So like when we get everything dialed in and want to start running our Facebook ads, we can go here and grab our Facebook ads.
Crazy,
right?
Dude.
But if I do my slide outline, I can copy the entire outline. I can go into Gamma and paste my outline right here, right? And then set it for presentation, traditional, and I'll preserve this exact text and then continue to prompt, right? And then what it's going to do is it's actually separating. So you notice it separated all the slides. That's why we give it the slide numbers. And then over here, you can like pick your theme if you guys don't know like Gamma. So like, let's do professional. I'll do something like light, select theme. And then I put like no logos. That's a little hack, guys, because like the AI will put like fake logos in your shit and then you got to go back and fix it. Right. And then I'll hit generate. So like what this thing is going to do is it's going to start generating the actual slide deck. You guys don't use Gamma?
Yeah, Gamma is like a game changer for me. I was like,
Scott and I present this all the time on here. So anytime you see one of us presenting a webinar like this, this is what we're using as Gamma.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like, now look at this. I mean, remember like what I just did. I filled out a form and it created my entire thing. Like this thing created my entire. Like I'm taking the actual notes that that Webinar Fuse created for me.
Crazy.
And like it's creating my PowerPoint, right? So it's going to create this entire PowerPoint
with pictures.
And like here's the thing, you got to look, there's all the different secrets, right? The timing advantage, that's secret 3. Like I didn't go through the whole thing. Secret 2 is renovation without chaos. That's like the internal struggle, right? Because people are thinking like, oh, I'd do a renovation loan, but I don't want to, like, I don't know how to do that, right? So like, and then you have the secret 1, like secret 1 is the vehicle, right? The overlooked inventory switch. So that's saying this is the vehicle of buying. This is how you're going to buy a home in 2026 by going after overlooked inventory that nobody else is looking at, right? So now this thing's going to create my whole thing. Take the next step now. Clarity today, keys tomorrow. Your investment plus fast action bonus. Make a decision, right? So this is basically the entire like thing, right? This is like the call to action. This is the part like this, the presenter notes is giving you the words to say to get people to book that appointment, because that was our call to action to book an appointment. This is the part that most people are going to skip over and they're not really going to drive that point home. So like what we're doing is we're saying, hey, this is what you want to do. This is how you're going to do it. This is how we overcome that internal thing that's keeping you from thinking that this is the thing. And then this is how we're going to overcome the the external circumstances. And now the only thing that's left is for you to take that next step and book your free consultation call. So the entire framework is there for you. Right now, if I take this up here and download export to, no, not P. I didn't mean to do that. Export to PNG. So now it's going to export this file.
Devin, is this sick, man?
All right, so the PNG is ready. So now, like, if I edit my slides now, I could do import and replace, which will replace the notes too.
So you do ping there? You do the ping? Or you do the
PNG,
PDF?
yeah.
PNG, okay.
Images in here.
Okay.
So like I could do import, but this will replace the notes. If I do update images but keep notes, I do that. Right? And then now, where did that go? It's weird. It's not even there.
It didn't download.
Give me a sec.
Oh, it says PDF, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you get the PDF, but not the PNG.
Yeah, but I downloaded them both. That's weird. Let me see.
I think the ping might have not went through.
PNG.
Look, it says click here to download it. Click on that green button.
Yeah, that's weird.
It
Like downloaded it, but
it added
because that thing I didn't see that thing over there. It's doing a zip too.
It's a zip,
yeah. That's why.
So the one thing where my brain went, Brad, is to do this with a real estate agent. Like, you know, like
I mean, you like they're
crazy. You know, bring them in to a studio or like just sit there side by side, 2 mics, 1 mic, like have them read slides 1, 3, 5, 7, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, how cool would that be?
Let me see if that works, because I think it was trying to, because it was doing both. See, it's still putting it in a zip. It's so weird. Oh, it's like downloading it as a bunch of attachments. All right, so this is what I'm doing. I don't want to mess around with Gamma. I think I messed up because I did the PDF thing. I'm going to try. I haven't even done this like with PDFs, so we'll see if it. I don't know if PDFs work or not, but let's try it. Yeah, it did. So now I went from the ugly slide to the Gamma slide, right?
Wow.
And now if I hit save, it's going to save my presentation. This is updating in Cloudflare, so it takes a minute. Now my presentation is done, and now I have a fully built presentation. So this is what it looks like.
Crazy. With the words.
That's sick.
Crazy, bro. 30 minutes.
Webinar fuse.
Kim, look at Kim. She's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Kim, you do webinars, don't you?
Yeah, not like this.
Nah, exactly. I know. Like this just makes it. Yeah.
You should join the vortex. Your mind will really be blown.
Yeah.
It's just a small piece, right, Brad?
Listen, you want to hear the funny thing is, Kathleen, I'm teaching you guys how to run successful ad campaigns, and campaign 5 is the true sales funnel. And that's why I built this, because I'm like, well, I got to move into campaign 5, and I don't feel like it's not fair for to make my business partner teach you guys how to do it. So I'm going to have to do webinars, which I don't want to do it because I haven't taught loan shit in a while. So that's kind of like, that was the reason I built this thing, to teach you guys campaign 5. But you still have to pay for this. This doesn't come with the vortex, unfortunately.
Bummer.
Yeah.
One webinar. Yeah, one webinar. One
but if you reach out in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, reach out in the next 15 minutes. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, okay, you said there was one with AI and one without. And were you describing like the one with AI was that it will do your voice? Or tell me more about what's the difference.
Well, the difference is everything that I just showed you was with AI, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So like you got to understand that what this is 2 things. It's a webinar presentation tool that does the teleprompting. Like that to me, like forget the AI stuff. Like that's what I've been looking for God knows how long. Like I scour the internet looking for it every 3 months. Like wonder if somebody did it. Wonder if somebody did it. Wonder if somebody did it. And then finally I'm like, you know what? I'm building it. So like here, like this is the $49. Like if you wanted to use Webinar Fuse and you had your shit dialed in, you just hit new presentation. And right here, you can edit the slides, upload any slides you want, add them manually, whatever you want to do, and then type in your presenter notes, right? But like the work that's involved in creating slides and presentations and Facebook ad copy and all that stuff, it might be worth the other $50 a month to just be able to create slides on demand. Like you could do so many of them.
Yeah.
So this part, like the part where we went into here, right? So like in here where I did my AI preferences, this is locked down if you don't have AI. So like first you get to tie in your OpenAI key, which is, it's pretty easy to do that. And then you get to choose your voice. And then you also get this AI webinar engine, which is the actual that creates all your assets. But the $49 that we're going to be selling is just for, so because some people it might be like a coach and they have their webinar dialed in. They don't need
copy paste.
They don't need they don't need to be constantly, constantly changing and creating new teaching initiatives. They have the one thing dialed in. So they're going to upload their presentation, their presenter notes, and then do this. And the cool thing about it is like, although it's scripted, you can still, because the words track, you could still go off script. So like I can go and then I could start sharing a story and then come back on script and then continue going.
Love that. Yeah, because it stops. And then you start right off, I would recommend not just staying with it though to get through it. But
and then I have people asking about CRM. This does not like, I'm like, first of all, I've been fighting and I'm still all day long offering Cerberus, but I'm fighting an uphill battle because like Kathleen said, the vortex, like I have people talking about it. Like it's insane what we're teaching, like thousands of dollars, like things I've learned a lot to learn, but like this is completely separate. There's no CRM. Like I commoditize myself because I have to hear like, well, what are you different? Like what's different about Connection Inc. or Empower LO? And I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm your marketing guy. Let's start there. Like I'm the one building it constantly. So to answer, like if anyone, this has nothing to do, because I know we talk about Cerberus a lot and stuff like this. This is a totally different venture for me.
I'm excited about it, man.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Like, dude, the people need this.
Dude, thank you, man. Thank you for this is just so like if all you have to do is kind of get close, right, Kim? I mean, just like you literally you can go into ChatGPT and literally like build it out and then like go into this and just speak it. The title, like he put very little in there in each one of those boxes. I mean, so yeah, it's just crazy. Good stuff, man. Love it.
I'll throw, because this isn't ready. Like it's probably going to be ready by the end of the week, early next week. But like, if anybody's interested and you want me to reach out, so you're not wondering when it's ready, I can put a form in here that you guys, there's no automation behind it. But like, if you guys want to get on the list to be invited to a free trial once it's available.
Yes, please.
We are doing a free 7-day trial. So what you could do is you can sign up for the free 7-day trial, launch your webinar in 6 days, get a bunch of people loving you, and then you'll realize how it will continue bringing money into your business. So I just threw a form in there. Like it's like very basic. It's not even on a landing page. It's just a form to fill out.
Cool. And then you'll just let them know when it's ready. Reach out.
Yeah. Cool. It's like I said, it's going to be like I
pushed you. I pushed Brad, man. I'm a shoot fire aim guy. I'm like, come on, man. Let's talk about it. He goes, next week. I'm like, today.
I rolled out of bed on Christmas night at 9:00 on Christmas night. And I wasn't even thinking about building this. I was thinking about building my presentation for a webinar that we're going to run for the mortgage business. So I could teach these guys campaign 5 over Vortex. And I got in front of a computer, and that was like the 15th time I looked for, hey, maybe they have a teleprompting software for webinars. And I looked, and then I said, screw this, building this webinar. I'm just going to start building this. So December 25th, that's when the idea came to my brain. It's built. We do have a landing page, like a website kind of built, and the business has been registered. The bank accounts have been set up. So the only thing I have left now to do is set up the payment walls. Once that's done, you guys can start subscribing.
All right. Dude, that's amazing. So who's going to do webinars this year, man, for 2026? Who's already doing webinars and spending hours and hours and hours putting them together, right? So
Brad, someone's asking if Cerberus is, if the vortex is Cerberus. So you can answer it. I was going to answer, but you can.
Yeah. So no, it's not. It's in. You have to have Cerberus to get access to it because we've built like all of the bots in Cerberus. So like just like this bot created our webinar, we have bots that create short form video scripts, long form video scripts, YouTube thumbnails, like the whole thing. Like it creates all your video. Like if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see me posting some videos. There's like me interview.
Cool,
like, I don't know if you guys have seen it. Definitely, you probably like the stuff that AI interviews. Like I have AI interviewing me. That's all built on the Vortex, the whole entire prompting, scripting, the training. The Vortex is basically, I sell Cerberus because I started building high level in 2009. I'm a total geek with this, or 2020. I started in 2009, mortgage. 2020, I started building Cerberus. Okay, for high level, because that's when I found out about it for myself. And then I started getting a lot of feedback from like people I know, Christian Penn or Scotty Campbell, like a few other guys, like, hey, why don't you just let us buy your thing? Because they were familiar with the white label process. So they bought my thing, right? Instead of building it themselves. The Vortex is a elite, like advanced group and training that we do for our Vortex or for our Cerberus community. So some people have bought into that. Currently it's an upfront fee, but what we're doing is training you on how to build all of your Facebook ad campaigns. You get videos, the bots to create all your, just like this thing created all of our marketing content. We have like 10 different bots that do different things, from pre-recorded webinars to YouTube videos, the whole nine. So
hey, Brad, on the like forum. Hey, on the forum, you can't see when you.
Working.
Yeah, the forum is.
It's the phone number tab. So when you try to put that in, whatever font or color you use for the font,
I can't see any of them.
Yeah, massive.
That's weird that it's doing that. Here, I'll fix that real quick. Give me a sec.
I got mine in, but I just had to like delete everything I typed, and then
I made that. Like I said, Scott texted me at like. I'm like, bro, I don't even have a form.
Brad, we appreciate you.
I know. I think I start blowing them up at 6:30 or something like that.
I know it's
like,
an easy fix.
Yeah.
Look, I don't really care. Like, I'm just going to remove the phone just so it doesn't mess you up. The email didn't have an issue, right? So
no, email's good. Everything else was
all
good.
right. Just I'll fix that. I don't need your phone. Like, I don't even need your phone number, guys. Like, although I want to mark it and spam you and put you on.
The phone number's there. It's just the same color as the box.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you highlight over it, you can see it. So it's there, bud. All good.
Yeah. Well.
Oh. I see your thing.
All right. Pat Fitzgerald's in the house. What's up, buddy? Long time no talk. How you doing, bud? You guys remember Pat Fitzgerald?
I'm good, Scotty. Good
oh, my brother. So good to hear yours, man.
Thanks.
Miss you, bro.
Miss you too.
All right. You got a good mic there, brother. Man, you got a radio voice too, man. All these guys, Devin, and you guys miss you.
It's funny. It's not even a mic. I'm talking to you on my iPad.
Oh, okay. I'm switching to iPad then.
He's got a great voice.
He's got a great voice. I know he does.
Thank you.
WKPR in Cincinnati. All right, guys. Well, tomorrow, don't miss tomorrow. We have Judy on with the CDLP. So you don't want to miss that one. So if anybody's interested, she will be here to talk about that. And by the way, I started my training yesterday. So Kim, I'm rocking and rolling. Got the first series done. So I figure at worst case scenario, 2 hours a day, 10 days. It's about 20 hours. So, and I'm doing it because I'm doing the notes. I'm actually taking the notes, and I get printed out my workbook, and I got my workbook. And so I'm actually some good stuff. Yeah. I'm excited about that. All right, guys. Same time, same place. Brad, appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. Always love what you're doing.
Man.
So he's the GOAT, dude. Yeah, for sure. Same time, same place tomorrow. We'll see you guys. Devin, what you got, bro? What you got, baby?
Let's go out, man. Let's do
feeling.
Feeling pretty good today. Let's get out there and enjoy the rest of this week. Do what we gotta do. Stir up that business. Make that money. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow and level up our game like we do every single day. Take care.